Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters, and today I'm here at Hersheypark to ride as many rides as I can. The catch is that they'll be selected randomly. So what I did is I made a randomizer wheel with every ride in the park that I can possibly do. So what I'll do is I'll spin the wheel, it'll give me a ride, and then I have to do that ride. The only rules is, like I said, it's only rides that I can do, so no kiddie rides that I can't do. And also I'm excluding the boardwalk just because I don't want to keep changing in and out of the swimsuit if I keep having to going back and forth. But all the other coasters are on there, plus all the other flat rides, coal cracker, monorail. The only other rule that I have is that if the ride is closed, then I'll just select another one. Like, I know the railroad is currently closed for a while, so if that pops up, I'll just select something else. Oh, and also, right now I'm in during the first hour during Sweet Start, so I have a separate wheel for just the Sweet Start stuff. But hopefully I'll be able to get on everything today, so let's spin the first wheel and see what we get. Alright, looks like we're starting with a flat ride, the Tilt-A-Whirl. Let's head on over. Why do I have a feeling that this ride is just gonna taunt me the whole day? Just like, yeah, you wanna ride me, there's probably no line right now, but because the randomizer says so, instead of doing that, I'm doing this instead. Alright, I did Tilt-A-Whirl. I was very dizzy, but let's see what's next. Yay, another dizzy ride. That's nice. By the way, as I head over there, I should mention that I am removing the rides after they're selected. So I won't be doing Tilt-A-Whirl or teacups again today. I'm doing this just because I want to actually try to complete everything today. That's the ultimate goal, is to get to all, I think 41 different rides there are that I can do. My goal is to get as close to that as possible, so don't want to be doing repeat rides and stuff. Alright, teacups are out of the way. Didn't spin a whole lot. It's also funny because I work the dizzy drums, which is kind of like the kiddie teacups. Those dizzy drums can spin way faster than those. I've seen kids go insane on those things. That just feels slow by comparison. But let's spin the wheel again and see maybe we can get a coaster or a really good ride. Alright, fender benders. I'll take that. That's a good one. Appears to be a jam because there is a ghost car. Also, there just appears to be a jam. Alright, just did the fender bender. It's definitely no fender bender at Knoebels. You can't even drift on these things. Another thing I just noticed, so normally Reese's Cup Fusion and Monorail aren't listed as Sweet Start rides. They're in the same section, but we never get them open. Until today, now Monorail and Cup Fusion were open by the end of Sweet Start, so that's pretty cool. I didn't add them to the list, but it's actually now 10 o'clock, so which means we're going to the full master list, so let's see what ride we're doing next. Okay, speaking of the monorail, looks like we're doing the monorail next. I'm glad that everything's kind of been in a nice line, they're all close to each other. I know at some point during the day I'm gonna have to go from Lightning Racer to Carousel and then all the way back to the other side of Lightning Racer or something like that where I'm just walking around, but I'm glad that everything is kind of close together.
Hello and welcome to the Hersheypark monorail. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. For your safety, you'll see some of our thrilling coasters in the Hollow, including our oldest wooden coaster, Comet. The Hollow is also home to our first looping steel coaster, Super Duper Looper, and Skyrush, a guest favorite. If you listen closely, you may hear the roar of Great Bear.
Alright, done with the monorail. That was definitely fun to do outside of the driver's seat for once. It's also kind of funny how it's like I can tell just by the feel of the train if it's an auto or manual, or, you know, starting to completely memorize the speech that plays. But let's spin the wheel and see where we're heading next. All right, looks like we're actually getting a coaster, Trailblazer. All right, 5th ride out of the way, Trailblazer, first coaster. Actually kind of surprised it took me this long to get to a coaster. I was last night kind of like doing the odds and probability stuff in my head. But anyway, let's see where we're heading to next. Oh boy, another teacup spinning type ride. Yeah. Although it's actually been like a few years since I've done the Howler. I did it once as a kid, but that was it. So let's see how it holds up. All right, got on Howler. Thankfully I didn't spin a whole lot because I was by myself, and then a father and daughter came, and the daughter didn't want to spin, so he asked if I wasn't going to spin. I said no, so we just kind of sat there, and we ended up being perfectly balanced. We just kind of didn't spin. But let's spin the wheel and see where we're going next. All right, looks like we're heading back over towards Kisses Tower. I was kind of hoping you saw there the wheel. It was barely gonna stop on Fahrenheit, which would have been great because we're right here, but I guess we're heading over to Kisses Tower. All right, Kisses Tower is done. Got to see my lead operating, or I think she was training somebody, but I got to wait there and say hi. But let's see where we're heading now. Well, just like the last one, the spot I thought I was going to land on was one of the turnpike, and now we're heading back towards the front of the park to do the scrambler. All right, just did scrambler. I forgot to film it while I was in line, and I'm not waiting here to wait for it to go and film it because they only got one person operating it, and it takes a long time to load those cars. So let's spin the wheel and see where our next ride is. All right, looks like we're doing the Comet, and thankfully it's right next door. So let's head on over there. I can't ride you just yet. Anyway, I came down here and the line is looking a bit long. I think it's time I use my trap card. So a bit of background. This past June, Hersheypark did a little thing for their season pass holders, a loyalty challenge, where every time you used your pass, you would get points, and you could get enough points, you eventually get prizes. And the top prize is a all-day unlimited fast track band. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. Since it's only a single person fast track band, I can't really use it when I'm like, you know, here with friends or something, so today's the day I can use it. After a quick stop at the HP Go band kiosk, I have updated my band that I've been using for a few months now, mainly just to track on my scores, but now we can use the fast track lines. Second coaster done. I think we're at ride number like 9 now. Comet was great. I did it in the front row actually, just because there wasn't really much of a wait for it, so I decided to wait for the front. It was actually a really good ride. So let's see where we're headed to next. Okay, so we got Tidal Force. Problem is, Tidal Force is closed. I looked on the app and it's been down for a few days, so let's spin the wheel again. Okay, we got Dry Gulch Railroad, which is also closed for an extended period of time. I decided to remove that one from the list since I know that one's not going to reopen, but let's spin the wheel again. Okay, we got Laugh Track. That ride is, actually open today, and also will be a good one to use the unlimited fast track for, since I can pretty much skip the whole outdoor portion of the queue. So, let's head all the way to the other side of the park. Alright, just did Laugh Track. That was okay, pretty good. But one weird thing, it didn't sound like the music was playing. The sound effects and all that stuff was, but not like the, normal theme that always plays. So, hopefully when I spin the wheel, maybe we'll get something closer to here so I don't have to walk all the way back to the front. Well, I guess bad news, my next ride is at the other end of the park. The good news is it's Sky Rush. Alright, I was able to get a back row left wing seat, which is my favorite seat. Been on this thing over 150 times now, and it keeps on getting better. Yeah, I'm glad I at least got to do Sky Rush on my randomizer wheel. But now let's spin the wheel again and see where it takes me. Well, at least I don't have to walk halfway across the park to this one. This one is right up the hill here. In fact, I'm now like standing underneath it. So let's head on up and get on. Ride on Great Bear. That was really nice. As always, still think it's best invert. Still fighting on that. So now this is the other way. We can spin the wheel. And we got like something that's up here on Kissing Tower Hill. That'd be really nice. Alright, Coco Cruiser's not too far. It's just right here over the bridge. Although, can we just talk about how, if you exclude the 2 times I got rides that were like closed, that I knew they were closed, I've gotten now 5 coasters in a row. Like Comet, Laugh Track, Sky Rush, Bear, and now Coco Cruiser. I mean, I'm kind of glad that, you know, I'm just doing nothing but coasters right now, but I would kind of like it if they just kind of spread it out, because now that means that the odds of getting coasters are getting less and less each time. Well, did Coco Cruiser, did it in the back row. They actually, like, they just needed like an extra person in the back row, because I guess there was a group of 4 or something, so I didn't have to wait too long. I want to ride you, but the randomizer hasn't picked you yet. Alright, looks like we're heading back over to the Triple Towers, this time for the big one. Alright, just did the Hershey Tower. That was actually really good that time. I actually got some pretty good ejector during the top, kind of after the first launch. So that was actually really good. I'm actually kind of split now if I prefer Hershey to Reese's. But anyway, let's spin the wheel and maybe we'll get Reese's just so we can finish them all up here. Or I can get a ride at the very back of the park. Let's head over there. Y'all, craziest thing happened. Lightning side won for once, and I was there. I was on it. I was like, we're getting towards the end. I'm like, are we actually catching up? Are we gonna win this time? And we won. And now Thunder's winning again. But I'll take that one dub. I'll take the dub. Anyway, let's spin the wheel and see what happens next. Jolly Rancher Remix. I just passed by there. Let's head back there. Heading here over to Remix, and it's kind of doing what I saw it doing earlier. Vape Tunnel was just like spewing stuff out. See, I could do that, but Almighty Randomizer told me Jolly Rancher Remix. Did Jolly Rancher Remix, got Blue Raspberry, which I'm really liking that song too, so good ride. So let's spin the wheel.
Oh, we were right there, man!
Oh, looks like gotta head back that way. Alright, did Wild Mouse. Wish the other wild ride was open, but we'll take this. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. Well, Kissing Tower is a bit of a far walk, but you know, I'll walk that far for Kissing Tower. Well, I talked to the lady up there at Wildcat, and yes, it is closed for the day, so I just went ahead and removed it from the list.
Views of Hershey, Pennsylvania, and listen to the story of how it came to be. Our founder, Milton S. Hershey, opened his chocolate factory in the middle of Derry Township in 1905. He chose this location due to the convenient access to fresh milk from local farmers. Today, his factory town is known as Hershey, the sweetest place on earth. With Milton Hershey's support, houses, businesses, and entertainment came into existence, creating the town we know today. Let's take a closer look at some of the attractions inspired by our founder. Hersheypark was originally created as leisure park for the employees of Hershey's chocolate factory. Hersheypark climb a 140-foot hill, hit max speeds of 62 miles per hour, dive into a 42-degree drop, invert 4 times, and stop your prey through the world's largest underflip on 3 custom trains. Below us, you'll see Zoo America, a year-round 11-acre walk-through zoo, home to more than 200 animals from all regions of North America. The zoo began when
So, just got off the Kissing Tower. That was really hot in there, actually. I think the AC that was above me wasn't working, so it wasn't blowing, and it was really hot in there. But let's spin the wheel again. Can we maybe get something on this side of the park so I don't have to walk all the way back to the other side? Please? Please? Well, it's not all the way across the park. It's only about halfway, and I was just there. And also, this will be the first time I'm riding mixed since I first rode it, like, gosh, over a year ago now. So, it'll be good to get back on it. Alright, just did mixed. You know, as I've ridden Cup Fusion more and actually gotten to like it a lot, and then revisiting this, I think this is now my least favorite ride at Hershey. I mean, the ride is fine, feels kind of short, and then you kind of like, you know, it's after a while, like, okay, I kind of get the gist of it now. And then you just sit up there for like 5 minutes probably. I took a nap. Now I'm kind of tired. Anyway, let's spin the wheel and see what we're getting next. Alright, super duper looper. I can do that, it's not too far. Let's head on down. Alright, did Super Duper Looper in the back row. Fun as usual, classic ride. One new thing though, can't really tell from down here, but they actually added storage bins on the side, like kind of like big ones, like I put my whole bag in. So like before it was just kind of like the ledge there, and that's why they had to make this a locker ride. They still told me to put my bag in the locker, although my bag's small enough that they just let me through. But yeah, I think they might be able to get rid of that policy now just because there's actual like big bins on the platform. Anyway, let's see what we're doing next. Alright, time to finish off the trilogy of Triple Towers with the Reese's Tower. Alright, just did the Reese's Tower. And after doing all 3 over the course of today, well, I did 3 in a row the other day. I think after the rides today, I think Hershey Tower might be the best, like overall. Like Reese's is just kind of all right. I mean, all three of them are kind of all right, honestly, but Hershey might be the best out of all three of them. So let's spin the wheel and see where we're heading to next. All right, looks like we're doing the race cars, and thankfully they're right over here, so I don't have to walk that far. You know, I'm now at about 3.5 hours till park close, and I got maybe like 15 more rides to do. So I'm praying that a lot of these are close together so I can get to them faster. I think the only thing that's really been slowing me down today in terms of getting all of it done is, well, one, the heat, but also just how much walking there is. So if I can get them all close together, I can maybe get them all done. Did the speedway or the race cars over the turnpike. That was pretty cool. I got to see one of my roommates who's the lead over at the turnpike right now, so I got to talk with them. But yeah, pretty cool ride. I wish it could be a bit longer though. I don't know why, it just feels a bit short. But let's spin the wheel and see where we're headed next. Alright, we're finally doing Cold Cracker today. Hopefully the line's a bit not too long, because that's one of like probably the biggest ride that doesn't have fast track line at all. I mean, this line I got lucky at the turnpike. Sometimes I'll see that with a really long line. Also, yay, it's stuff that's like all next to each other or not that far of a walking distance. So let's head right on over here. Just did Cold Cracker. I was by myself in a log, and I got like the very front, and while going down the drop I had like a very like hunched over position. But that was really fun. So let's fire up the randomizer again. Alright, looks like we're heading back to the front of the park for the first time in a while to Starship America. Alright, Starship America was pretty fun. Nice little kind of kids family ride. But maybe while we're down here, maybe we can get, I don't know, Candemonium or Carousel, so I don't have to backtrack all the way over here. Alright, pirate ship's not too far. It's also been like a really long time since I did pirate. I know I did it once when I was here as a kid, but I haven't done it in like probably at least like 10 or so years, so it'd be good to get back on it. Did not the mini pirate, I did the big pirate. That was alright, it's pretty cool. Let's see where I'm heading to next. You know, I haven't gotten that yet. I would really like to do that. Well, I mean, I guess I'll take the other Intamin. Sure, why not? Did Fahrenheit. You know, there's not really much I can say more about Fahrenheit. I've done it so many times. But yeah, so let's fire up the randomizer again. Can maybe get the other Intamin. It's somewhere over there, but yeah, can we get that one, please? I mean, at least it's a step in the right direction. It's blocked by a tree, but yeah, at least we're heading close, Stormrunner. And it's also been a while since I've done this, so let's head on Frontier Flyers. Frontier Flyers were fun. The capacity though is kind of bad. Like it took at least a few cycles for me to get on. But time to spin the wheel again. Like I keep saying, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Come on, randomizer. You know you want to.
No.
All right, you know what though? We'll take it. We'll take Pandemonium. You know, that corner of the park out of the way. And we got about an hour and a half to do maybe like 10 rides. So we'll have to hustle, but I think we might be able to get it done. All right, just did a back row ride on Pandemonium. It's Pandemonium. One cool thing though, so as I was heading up the stairs, all of a sudden the music started playing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I used to always wear headphones on this ride. Let me give it a shot, but with that song. And so that's what I did. I played Everybody Wants to Rule the World on Pandemonium. So yeah, now time to flip the wheel again and try to knock out everything here. Alright, looks like we're heading back up to the hill to get the classic car side of the turnpike. And yeah, like I said, we got a little more than an hour left, so we're running things down to the wire here. I say that as I stop to get footage.
Handheld infants are not permitted to ride the sports cars. The antique cars hold 2 to 4 riders, and the sports cars hold 1 to 2.
I will get those puppies look, but I think the bar blocked my camera, or blocked my face. Anyway, spin the wheel again. Please don't like take me way back over to like Lightning Racer and back over here. I want to try to like move that way. Like, you know, Storm Run I want to do, Cup Fusion I also want to do, just so I can like use my fast track there.
Oh, we were right there, man!
Guess back to the front of the park. It's now about 45 minutes left, so it'll be tough if I can try to get both like Storm Runner and Cup Fusion. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get everything. I'm gonna try my best though. Try my best. All right, did a quick ride on the carousel. Now, I mean, everything else is gonna be in this direction, so let's spin the wheel, see what we get. Okay, wave swinger is good because that's like the only pretty much thing in this corner of the park. I mean, except for Cup Fusion. We're trying to get everything done. We got 7 more things in half an hour. I don't think it's possible, but we're gonna try to get as much as we can. I wanna maybe see if we can do Storm Runner or Cup Fusion. The problem is at this point, if I spin the wheel and it gives me either like Music Express or Lightning Racer Thunder or Ferris Wheel, that'll pretty much end it right there, because I don't know if I'll be able to get way over there and then all the way back for something. All right, did wave swinger. I'm on like turbo mode right now, so just randomizer, go. All right, got the claw. This actually is gonna be a very good ride for me, or well, very important ride for me, because this is the last ride at Hershey that I have not done yet. So after this, I'll say that I have done every ride at Hershey at least once. But after that, we might be down to our last ride or two. So they let me in to claw, but after I put my stuff back, they they ran out of seats. So this is gonna be a close one. I'm definitely not getting everything, but I at least want to end off on one of either Storm Runner, just because of Storm Runner, or Cup Fusion because I have skipped the line. So I kind of want to use it on, you know, the ride that needs it the most. But while I wait for my ride, let me just spin the wheel real quick, just so I can, you know, once this ride is over, just sprint straight over there. After this, finally, I'm going to be able to ride Stormy. Alright, I did the claw. It was fine. Basically just like a pirate ship with extra steps. Definitely, well, I don't know if I'd say it's better than Krang, because at least that one, at least the claw didn't make me sick. Krang did. But pretty much only have like 3 minutes left, which means this is gonna be my last ride. But I already did the wheel. I don't have to ask for it again, because I know what it's gonna be. Because I already spun it earlier. It's Storm Runner. I finally get to do Storm Runner. All right. Now, oh, there was a little last bit of the train whistle. There it goes again. That means the park is closed, and I am on the last train of the day. Yep, there's the front line. So this will be the last train of the day. Alrighty, we managed to get on last train of the night. So yeah, overall, well, it wasn't 100% successful, my challenge for today. I think it worked out okay. I mean, the only really bummed out part was not getting Cup Fusion, only because I had the fast track. Like, you know, that was basically the only way to skip that line. So yeah, kind of a letdown, but that's the will of the randomizer. And also, yeah, we didn't do Music Express, Ferris Wheel, or Lightning Racer Thunderside, which, that's fine. Not like a huge thing that we missed out. I'm glad at least we got Storm Runner at the very end. That would have been kind of depressing that you know, I did like all this random stuff at Hershey and not, you know, one of my favorite coasters here. Well, that just about does it here at Hersheypark for this kind of randomizer ride challenge. I'd definitely be interested to see how this works at other parks. With Great Adventure, I know they have a lot more rides that adults can do, even like the kiddie rides. They aren't really as strict as they are here about adults riding the kids' rides, so that might be something to look into. Maybe doing that. That'd be a lot, though. And also just because I had the fast track here, that really helped. Like if I didn't have that, I maybe only a half of the rides that I did today. But still, this was a very hectic but fun challenge, just to kind of experience everything pretty much. Like I said, I only missed out on 4 things, and those 4 things I've already, you know, experienced before. So, which means, like, if you planned it out, like, actually made a good route and not just randomly going around, you could probably hit everything you could do in one day here. So, take it that what you will. If you want to experience every single ride at Hershey, get the unlimited fast track, come on a weekday when it's not that crowded, and figure out the best route to take, and you can pretty much get on everything. So if you really like this video, make sure to give it a like. If you have any other ideas of what I could do for like a randomizer challenge, leave a comment. If you want to check out more videos, make sure to subscribe, and also make sure to follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on both Instagram and TikTok. And until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. Later.